Alright everyone, I'm Ryers, and welcome back to Shadow of the Erdtree. Let's keep going. Alright, so after that last episode, I need a break from Rolana. So, I know we do have more ways to go than just through Rolana, so we could either go up this way, into here, which might lead to this map, or we could go over here, which isn't close to a map. So I think we should go up to this area here. I'm also kind of curious what this green is. If that's actually like grass or if it's like poison or something. So yeah, let's head back down there. And before we actually start moving, let me change my talismans back, because even with both of these, I was still taking so much damage from Alana's attacks. So let's get the... I wonder if I can find Erdtree's favorite +2 anywhere. Yeah, that would be nice. Oh yeah, I could have used that too. It's only like 1.2% better. So, not much difference. Honestly, the basic one is mostly enough. The +2 is plenty. Let's see, what else do we have? Pearl Drake is just all magic. Let's get back on the guard counter talisman. And I guess the... If I'm using Bestial Vitality to heal up chip damage, not really using much else in terms of weapon arts, although if I switch back to the hammer, that might be handy to have. So yeah, let me put this Blessed Blue Dew talisman on. And put the hammer back on. Hopefully I don't get the heavy load. Nope, we're still good. Alright, let me take those off for now. Keep that on there. Alright, hammer. I'll stick with the blood of backhand blade for now. But when I come across enemies, I might change it up. Okay. I think I'm being chased, but that's fine. Alright, let me actually properly explore this part now that I actually want to come here. Also, you're backing off, okay. Okay. Alright. The buffed attacks are pretty strong. Quite strong, actually. Can I not die to these guys? Wow. They've got like the Godfrey stomp as well. And also kind of looks like they had the moveset of, or at least one of the moves of the axe gargoyle. When it does the overhead swing and then pulls it out of the ground. At least there's a stick of Baraka here. Alright, you... Come on. Yeah, you're buffing up. God, why do they do so much damage? They have so much poise, too. Let's get the heal going. Alright, let's blow up these barrels next to these guys. I think that might work. Yep, nice. Now you, if you get close, yes, you. Come on. That wasn't close enough. Alright, you know what? That's garbage. At least that bow didn't have like a mighty shot on it or something. Or a red branch short bow. What's the special about that again? It's just light. Yeah, it's just light. Okay. I could use Egon's great bow. It's heavy, but whatever. I can still use it, but... Yeah, the hammer is more than enough to take these guys out. I would like to run through so I can get up to the ledge. Actually, never mind that. I've decided. Let's just keep going. To a very misty area. It might just be the weather. Yeah, let's get on Torrent. So we are almost at the edge. Let me put a marker at this map, just so I know where to go. Look at those pillars on that that cliff there. Reminds me a lot of the Limgrave Cliff on the south end between the Weeping Peninsula. Now these guys are just here. They're just like trashed here, apparently. Okay, I really feel like the mistiness is part of the area. You missed? How did you miss? So yeah, those do poison. Okay. More kukris, I'll gladly take those. Alright, Torrent. Doubt there's much on the edges, but I have to check. Okay, we got a door here. Looks like a catacomb. Could it be the first, like, a normal catacomb we've been in? There's probably a twist to it. I kind of hope it's not just another one of the jar jails, though. Alright, can you not? You didn't attack me before. I guess you were ambushing me. Like, yeah, the color of the fog keeps changing. Alright, you. Alright, please don't poison me. Alright, so is this the only thing that's here, or is there another pathway? This way. I see a bear. Alright, but there's no pathway. Okay, I didn't expect to one-shot it. I guess the only way to go is this way, so... into the catacombs. Rift Catacombs. Alright, it's already different, considering there's no bonfire at the entrance. And this elevator is big. Any secrets? I should probably turn my lantern on. Or... yeah, let me... I don't need the rune arc on this pouch. Of course. Sure. I might as well have it on. Alright, where's the lantern? Alright, any secrets? There's that ledge right there. It doesn't have a whole lot. That might be it. I don't see anything under the elevator. Any illusory walls? What's the point of this ledge then? Alright, well there's the bonfire. I might as well rest to get the health back. If I change the Great Rune, does that get rid of the rune arc? Because all attributes I think would be better than just those. Current Great Rune's effect will be removed. Okay. No. I'll keep it on until I die at least. Alright, let me actually reallocate the flasks now that I'm not in a boss fight. Get back. Let's do 12-2. Alright, what have we got? Ambushes from... the hell are you, little lion imp? I was so weak to blunt damage. Okay, we have that way. Much for traps. Alright, this is already a new room type. Okay. That explains the blood. So it looks like we can run to that little corner there. I doubt there's anything on top of that. Okay, so it stops there. Yeah, no, it doesn't have anything on top. Right, it stops there? Okay. I mean, there could be a way up there, but we're not jumping up there. Maybe from that level, actually. That's probably it. Any other traps? Don't see one there. Who are you? Interesting. It's another one of those, the lamprey sorceries, it seems. Huh. Weird. Whoa. What weapon do you guys have? Is that like a spear? Also, Fulgur Bloom inside here. So how do they change the name of the Fulgur Bloom to Yellow Fulgur Bloom? Or is this... No, okay, this is different than the normal stuff. Yeah, there's the normal stuff, and then there's the... Yeah, okay. I'll come back for you. Oh, that's an explosion. Okay. That's a big, like, jar cannon thing that thing has. Wow. That does a lot of damage. Wait, that's its mouth, actually. Never mind. Okay. Huh. Alright, well, new catacomb layouts. It's another spike thing. New enemies. It's not just a rehash of the stuff we've seen before. Hello. Then another one I heard. Yep, there's one. Ancient Dragon Knight's Cookbook 1. That probably uses the Fulgur Blooms here. Or a red lightning pot. Okay, never mind. It probably uses the red Fulgur Blooms. Or it could use both. Hefty lightning pot. Yeah, the red lightning. Yeah, okay. So the red lightning is only on the Jagged Peak. Alright, so this way then. This way. Nope. This way. There's another spike ceiling, but we can get on top of that one, yeah. It's not the same room we were in before, though. Is there anywhere safe to run? There might be a spot down there. Alright, I know I can get on top of that. Hello. Looks like there's a ladder there that leads back up anyway. I wonder why the Fulgur Bloom is here. Also, I'm really not getting much use out of my Blessed Dew talisman. Even if I cast that, that's not much of a cast, so... I'll change it to something else. I'll spread the Erdtree favorite on. Get some more health. It's not much, but... And none of these are illusory walls. Fair enough. What's with the bloodstains? It's getting knocked down by something. Okay, I'm back here. Okay. Yeah, okay. I do want that item. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna sprint for it. Sprint past it. Then grab it. Dragon Bolt Grease. That's new. It's just a stronger lightning grease. Said to have been a favorite tool of the Dragon Cult Knights who once served the Prince of Gold. And I could go down here too, which leads to another elevator. I want to go back up though. Okay, we got a cannon guy. Ow. They're not too bad once you know the timing to dodge their attacks. Okay, so there's another path there too. What did these say? Yeah, there's no hidden path right there unless there's a... Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else there? No, it's just a light. Okay. Anything else on the sides? Hidden path here. Nope. Okay, we got another one of you. Any other friends around? It could be one to the right, but... What kind of magic user are you? I'm curious about that. They kind of look like rotted versions of the like the crowned sorcerers, kind of. That's what they remind me of, at least. Oh, look at that. Creepy. Come on. Alright. So we made it up to the bridge. Yeah, more of these guys. Just one, please. Thank you. That's a knight over there. Okay. So are we up on top of this thing? We are. Can I trigger this from here? Yes. Okay. Good to know. Any other friends around the corner? Yes. Okay, good thing I checked. Broke the pot through the wall. Alright, now I can go for you without worrying about being backstabbed. Trying to get your shield. There's an item there. Okay, your shield. Nope, just smithing stones. What's this? Alright. More spirit upgrade stuff. Is that an opening up there? It is. That's another player up there. Okay. That was good timing. Okay, I need to be quick on that. Not that quick though. Ow. Crap. Okay, I need to get back there. Okay, I mentioned last episode how when I was stuck on a boss for basically over an hour, it starts to lose its fun factor. This sort of exploration is fun. I really enjoy figuring out the different pathways and puzzles and all the enemies in the dungeons. So, yeah, I'm having a good time here. Okay, let's try this again, but not roll too early. There we go. Okay, that's the only place we can go. Oh, that's that hole. Gotcha. Any friends around the corner? No. Any friends above? There's something. Where? Where are you? Maybe that was me just touching these bones. Yeah, I think that was just me touching the bones. Okay. So what's this? Black Knight Commander Andreas. Alright. Commander of the Black Knights. The Black Knights were the primary force of Mesmer's army. Their first leader was Andreas, a man endowed with great strength and command of the powers of the Crucible, and whose spirit in these ashes dwells. Though he remained a devout follower of Mesmer after his flight from the Erdtree, he would rebel after learning of his liege's serpentine nature. His righteous stand was rewarded with imprisonment in an underground tomb. So he's still loyal, but he rebelled after learning of Mesmer's serpentine nature. Interesting. We've seen the fire snakes here as well, so we knew that that was related. I'm curious if Rykard and Mesmer have anything in common. Alright, so that's that spot. I guess the only way to go now is down that elevator. Which I believe was back here. Yeah, we need to go down on this one. Let's go over here. It's kind of a longer drop than I was expecting. I kind of miss the instant roll after landing from the Dark Souls games. You basically roll out of a fall. Although that did open up some interesting possibilities with surviving long distances. Right, any more secrets on this elevator? There's that ledge there. There's Stake of America. So is this ledge once again useless? I'll check it for illusory walls, but I don't think much is going to be there. Nope. Alright. And there's nothing else up top. Nope. Alright. Stake of America? Yeah. It feels like... Is that a stake? Yes, it is. Do they all have their arms in that position? It's like a welcoming embrace. The statue, the headless statue we found before had that same position as well. Because the other ones have been more of like a crucified position. I wonder what the lore is for that. Hello. Alright. You got some tricks. Let me just do this again. Interesting that there's a stake of America here, but we're not at the boss. It's like it's long enough to have 2 graces, but they don't want to give me a grace. It's a backstab. Spin. I doubt any of these are going to be illusory walls, but... There's another sorcerer. Nothing on the ceiling. You saw me, huh? Alright. There's another path that way. Any friends? Yep. A bit early on that drop. Come on. It's doing the watchdog move, the ground slam, kind of. Okay, I'm gonna assume that there aren't any more ambushes. Probably have to reapply a Beast of Vitality here soon. Yep, there it goes. Still at 9 flasks. Okay, we got another trap with very long range magic this time. Okay, I see the benefit of that spell now. My god. Oh, that does a lot more damage than I was expecting. Oh my god. Okay, so I just need to run. Wait for him to stop casting first, I guess. Alright, and... trigger the thing on the ceiling. There it is. Go. Hi. Alright, so how big is this thing? Is it... It's the whole way across, okay. There's another opening there. That's a hole. We're fine though. And there's a new way to go. Yeah, didn't expect hole. That? This one? Yes, applaud. Okay. I'm using a PlayStation controller, so the prompts aren't matching up. I can never remember the new buttons on the controllers. I remember start and select, not options and share and all that stuff. Alright, let me, yep. I could use his Sacred Blade there, but... Okay. I might as well use it here. I'll do more damage. Not much, though. Probably not weak to Holy. It's still good enough to take him out. It's the ladder. It's very dark in this room. It's like wet as well. Is that just one? There's one mage in there. I think so. Any traps on the ceiling? Nope, there's definitely two mages. So in that case, I'll put a bow back on. I should probably upgrade a bow. And oh, hi. I should probably upgrade a bow to use for ranged damage. Wait for him to cast. Go. Okay. Avoid that. Avoid the slimes. Lots of Fogre Bloom in here. I'm not going to worry about the slimes. Electro Charge. Interesting. Okay, maybe I'll clear these guys out just so I don't have to worry about... Nah. I'll just leave. Electro Charge. Still following me? No. Colossal lightning charge body with electricity. Ancient Dragon Cult. While charged, electric shocks will strike the area several times. Charging increases potency. The origin of incantations that bolster the body with lightning, and now lost art. And now lost art? I'm assuming that's our now lost art in Lands Between. Okay, so it's like a point blank AoE around you. Okay, so are we... we're up here now. Okay. Well, that works. Wait. Are we up here now? This is... Oh, that's that room, gotcha. So this way is the big room with the hole. Trigger the spikes. Alright, well I triggered the magic guy, so... Wait for it. It's still coming? Yep, it's still coming. That's a neat spell. I can't tell if he casted it yet or not. You can see him right there in the bottom left. Alright, he's fine. Trigger. Go. Okay, he's casting again. It's interesting that they bounce back as well. Nope. Don't fall in the hole. He's still casting. It hit the wall that time. Okay. Oop. Oop. Alright, hello. I'm glad I spotted you. Ow. Iframes? Alright, I didn't actually cast much anyway. What's this? Shadow Realm Rune 3? Is that new? No. Still a good amount of runes, though. So that's a giant, spike thing. Let me see if... What? Oh, hi. There's two on each of the sides. Okay. Let me not die to these guys, preferably. That's better. So, can we get on top of this one? Yes. From here. Okay. And I think that's the only way to go. Ah, there's a hole there. Okay. So we can't get on top, but we can get in. Kind of. It's tricky. No. Ew. It's very tricky to time it, right? Too early. That was weird timing. That hiking one went on its own. That is hard to time. There we go. And now we can get on top of him. Nice. Alright. What's in here? Ashivore Blink Bolt. That looks interesting. Lightning Affinity and Blink Bolt. Goes by the Golden Knights who served Godwin. From a lift stance, the body is transformed into a bolt of lightning and charges straight ahead at full speed. That sounds fun. It's like the Flash. Alright, so we need to get on top of these now. is there a difference between these two, though? There's a bit of weird timing. I don't know if that's just... Oh, there's 3 of them. Okay. I think there's not really a point. It's just a little bit desynced. Any way to go here? No. That way's to go. Nowhere else, though. Right? That's nothing. Yeah. We got an altar of some sort. Stone sheathed sword. It's a straight sword. It's pretty basic in terms of stat requirements. A sword that none can pull from a scabbard of cracked stone, or a relic of a lost civilization from a time long past. Said to have served a ritual purpose at altars of light and darkness. Okay. So I'm guessing it does blunt damage. Let me at least take a look at it. I kind of wish the damage type would actually show what physical type it does. Yeah, it's pretty basic. It's basically kind of like a club. Alright, put that back on. And we go on the ladder. So bloodstains are concerning. Hello. There are 2 of you? Yeah, there are 2 of you, of course. I have no poise. Okay, you can stop that now, thank you. Right, no illusory walls, I imagine. I expect to see a bunch of messages in front of him if they are actually there. Oh, that just leads back to there. Okay. So I guess you go over there then. I didn't see that path before. Run. Okay. Another one? Yep. Any paths on the side? No. Broken rune. Alright, a 3rd elevator, which looks like it might lead to a boss. Okay, there's another platform there. And there's a boss, okay. Just gotta check it for illusory walls. You never know. Okay. So there's no door here, thankfully. We have a stake of America. Arms of arms. Oh yeah, I guess the other stake of Americas didn't have their arms attached. That's what's different. Oh, this one is totally intact. Alright, so we have a stake. So if we die, we get our flasks back here. I'll do this before we go in. Alright, what do we have? I'm guessing like a dragon cult knight. Yep, that's a death knight. Okay. Alright, he's pretty tanky. Ooh, that's cool. Can you bleed? I don't know. That's a cool spell. He can be backstabbed. Okay. Well, that's a grab. Heal up. Alright, so okay. Oh, that heals him too. Damn. Okay, that's not good. Alright, switch back to this. Whew. Alright, this guy might be a little bit of a challenge. So, lightning damage. I need to dodge his grabs, obviously. I'll probably put lightning resistance on. With the, I guess, the Curse Sword Talisman. I'm not gonna guard counter this guy. Alright, so that goes from 38 to 50. That's pretty good. I'll start with Bestial Vitality and Flame Current Strength, because why not? Alright. So no bleeds. He staggers from that, which is nice. Of course, if I don't jump in the right direction, he won't. Get my stamina. Okay. Poised right through that. Alright, grab time. My stamina is empty. Man. This guy's no joke. Whew, jeez. Okay, I need to dodge through him on those spin attacks. Do you want my runes back? Ah, man. Nice. Not amazing damage. Okay. I think staggers are the way to go. Oh yeah. I can get a charge or two on him as he gets back up again to build up a lot of it. Oh yeah. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, that's the way to go. The Death Knight's twin axes. And the Crimson Ember Medallion +3. Okay. Another face of Godwin? Yeah. All melty. Lord. Creepy. Alright, so we got by the utmost. The Erdtree's old set becomes amber. Yep, okay. He's belonging to the largest variety were conferred to Godwin's inner circle of distinguished golden knights. Okay. Golden war axes of the Death Knight. I guess that makes sense that this is a Godwin's knight. Pair of weapons made to be wielded in both hands. Crackles with lightning, the power of the capital's ancient dragon cult. The knight, once the personal guard of Godwin, was also the protector of the Prince of Death's cadaver's surrogate. Surrogate, huh? Implying that it was taking something instead of the main body. Blinkbolt Twin Axe. Okay, that's cool. We do have the stats for it. Let me try it out. Okay, we're a pretty normal axe moveset. And two-handing obviously is dual wielding. Okay, that looks like the power stancing animation. R2, charge R2. What? That would have been the combo. Yeah. And then the blink bolt. But do I do have to do a R2? Yeah. That R2. Gotcha. That's fun. There's a lot of weapons we could try out. We also haven't tried this thing out yet. Even if it is pretty basic. That's pretty quick, actually. It has good range. And if we two-hand it... Yeah, that's got good range for a fist weapon. Of course, the R2's stabs. It's kind of impaling thrust. Okay. Damage isn't actually that bad. Might actually be kind of tempting to use for very quick attacks. I'll have to look at that. Alright, so I think that's it for this catacomb. Let's go back up. We have 201,000 runes. Unfortunately, that did not lead us there. Is there a way to get into the river top level? Maybe there? Maybe also here? I don't know. I kind of want to find out before I end the episode, though. So let's go back here. Alright, so looking at the map, that leads up to that. This is just a dead end. I believe, at least. I doubt we can get into there from this edge. Any other ways to go? We haven't... I don't know if I've looked there. Obviously, we've been there. That's off the map. That, I'm not sure how to get to. It's probably from up here. And then there's more up here, which we don't know yet. Alright, so let's see how many runes we need. We need 212,000. We need 11,000 more. Alright, what do I want to level up? More... Arcane isn't really doing much for us at the moment. Faith might be good for the Holy Hammer. Arcane doesn't actually increase the bleed amount, I don't think. It does increase the damage of the blade, though. Is that correct? Yes. It scales D off Arcane because of the blood infusion. Could get more health, although I don't really think I need it. What I need is more of the blessings. More endurance doesn't really get me a whole lot, although it gives me more equip load. But in terms of stamina, not much. More strength, maybe? That boosts both of our weapons. Yeah, let's do more strength. Okay, so let's make a couple markers here. Let's check out that. Possibly... That's a river cave. Have we done that? I'll put a marker there. And then I'll put a marker down here as well. Where's the one marker at? That's up there, gotcha. Alright, so let's start with this edge. Well, I'm guessing that cave, yeah, that's not... Maybe we can actually get down there from those rocks. Okay, let me get a better look at the area. Yeah, this side is too high up. Much too high up. That might be an option, though. So if we go over here... How far down are these rocks? That seems a bit too far. Although that... I don't know. That might be... And I've got nothing to lose, right? I've already lost the rune arc. I already spent my runes. I might as well try it. That just... Torrent. That little lip there made me not able to jump. Okay. Let's try that again. I don't think it's gonna work. But, we shall see. Alright, Torrent. Aim right there. The dash also didn't help. That death camera is that spawn close. If the death camera starts that high up, I don't think this is the way to go. Unless, yeah, nope. Okay. Well, that's learning at least. So let's check out that cave. But I forget if we actually did anything with. Looks like we can keep going on the river there. That might lead all the way up to there, yeah. Okay, so the cave is just a rest spot. Well, let's see where the river goes. Unless this goes down. I'm going the wrong direction anyway. Have I been through here? I think I have. Yeah. But it does keep going. I think I remember doing this before. And eventually there was a ledge I couldn't get up. Right? Is it here? Is it this one? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, this is not the river spot, but if we go back here, I might be able to go out and north. If I leave out this way, I should be able to keep going this way. Yeah. Which I don't think I did before. But maybe I did. I don't recognize the rats. Was that the round rock, yeah? Crab? No, that's an ulcerated tree spirit. Okay. See, I've definitely not been this way. Ow. I was expecting that to hit me. Alright, good to know that grab doesn't actually grab rats. Alright, get those rats out of here. Okay, thank you. Grab doesn't grab when you're on torrent. How are you alive? That hit me? Okay. Let's switch to the backhand blade. There's a bleed. Grab. It's not doing the fire breath again. It's doing the explosion. Oh, that was an arm swipe. Taking a lot of damage from this guy. Are you gonna breathe a fire? No? Breathe? There you go. Now I can get some free hits in on you. Alright. Plenty of experience with those guys before to take care of them. We got the Horned Baron. He's FP to summon vengeful spirits around the caster. This is like the Omen Baron, but horned instead of omened. Jaw of a Tanglehorn Baron. I thought that said brain for a sec. I was like, what? If you summon vengeful spirits, yep. Tangled horns are a symbol of spirituality, but most young born bearing the oversized horns meet a frightfully early demise. These fetishes are made to memorialize them. So it should be next to the Omen Baron item, yeah. Or the Regal Omen Baron, and the Horned Baron. That scales better. Vengeful spirits surrounding caster, chase down foes, chase foes. Huh. I don't know. You know what? Well, let me try it out and see what it does. Let me move this to this slot. There. Quick slot 3. Alright, so let's try out all of... Oh, I wanted to go back to the top when I switched slots. Alright, let's try all these out. So we got the Omen Baron. Yep, that's pretty standard. We got the Regal Omen Baron, which I think is just a stronger version of it. Yep. And then the Horned Baron. Ah. It's Pursuers. Okay, that's actually pretty neat. And I wouldn't have actually known what that would do without trying it. Skills with the dark stuff, yeah, makes sense. Okay. And do they last until they get used? Alright, so where am I? I'm here. The noise they make is kind of loud. Ideally, you wouldn't have to keep them up for long. That's alright damage. Ow. I'd probably do more if I had more faith and more intelligence. Yeah, I totally forgot that I haven't actually explored the north end of the river, because I thought that cave was just the end of it. But it was not. Okay, that's nothing. So I check all the walls, make sure nothing's there. How far can I climb this out of curiosity? Might be able to get up there. Nah, I'm not gonna bother with that. Okay. Yes, we still need to go north. What are you? Oh, it's these guys. What's the hammer do on these guys? Alright, 2 shots him. I was gonna say that guy had that Black Knight Great Shield, but no, that's a different shield. Crab? That's a crab. I really don't need to bother with these guys. I also want my flask back, which I'm fine with. Alright. I'm expecting a bigger crab, though. I assume this goes nowhere, yeah. That could be something. There's an item, at least. Just an item. Fly mold. I think we've seen that before. I didn't say new on it. There's a lot of these guys. Yeah, they drop fly mold. What is that? What does this say? Friend? I can't tell now because the bodies are in the way. Get out of here. Move. There's blood. I might just be from those guys, though. Right, so I need to go north. Okay, there's just more of these guys. I'm guessing they were just dumped into the river from up top. Oh yeah. There's a huge pile of these guys. Silver horn tenders. There's a lot more to this river than I thought. It's a lot wider than I expected. That's a crab. That looks like a cave. It's also a drop down from that spot. Okay. A cave behind a waterfall? Finally something behind a waterfall in this game. Is it a turtle? I'll clear these guys out. Oh. I'm curious about the lore on these guys too. What? How was I missing all those? That's a very old tortoise. Hi, buddy. Are you turning towards me? Hello. He's got a little horn crown. Alright, what's this? Is this a green turtle talisman +1? Basically. Two-headed turtle talisman. Greatly raises stamina recovery speed. That's very nice. That's going to be helpful against Rolana. Two-headed turtles are a favorite subject in Land of the Tower due to the spiral shape of their intertwined necks. Interesting. Alright, so unfortunately I can't really test that, but I can... No, I can't test it out of combat. It's a shame. But it is here. Weighs a little bit more. I kind of wish it would tell you how much it raises things by. But sadly, the developers don't seem to want to give you explicit information about that stuff. We're up on this section now. There's going to be a drop off here, yeah. It's very foggy, misty. Yeah, that's definitely a dead end. So if we hug that wall, behold, beautiful. Yeah, I can't see. So if we hug this wall, we should end up on land again. Is this another cave? It is. Okay. Well, we have a Grace, the Rivermouth Cave. Alright, well, before we go in here, I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care.